This is what kills, and destroys and confuses, our electrons and protons and, everything in our system. Why? Because we are not following the natural time. It's like, as an example, you wake up. I'll make an example here in South Africa. When you wake up at 6 o'clock, they say it's 6 o'clock, right? And, then at 7, they say it's, 7 o'clock. But then, how do you wake up and you have lost 6 hours, already? Yes. And remember that the calculation of time is based on the rising of the sun. So the hour they call 7, it's hour 1 of the day.
Now it is said the story of creation begins at midnight, the 21st of June. Let me stop right there. Now I understand a lot of us in religious schools who are still like this, even amadlozis and spiritualists, Bala. They're like, no, the day begins at sunrise, and you are not getting it. The day begins at midnight because that is when the sun comes out of that low point. That low point, that degree of the 21st and the 22nd of June. Remember, the cycle of the year also happens during the 24-hour period. That is why we have a 24-hour or Horus. That's an anagram, hour and the word Horus. That's an anagram. That is why we have a 24-hour period or our day. Now it is said that creation, and you're going to see why this also unfolds so nicely into science and physics, unlike this thing of saying the day begins at sunrise. I'm going to get into it. So now, it is said that creation begins at midnight. For us in the southern hemisphere, that is the 21st of June, when umalangeni, umlenze munye, reaches his lowest point. It is said now in this position, nature is said to be in a state of coma in the southern hemisphere. It's winter, Gabanda. The heat's intensity and heat of the sun is at its lowest point. But this now slowly begins to change from the 25th of June. Our Son and Savior begins to move now from this point. Now, because we are following allegories of the north, we are following a system that was created based on the north. I'm going to use the north as the example or the reference point. Now, if we were in the north on the 25th of December, you just have to flip hours over to see how it works in the southern hemisphere. If we were in the north, we would be able to see the solar deities, the solar deities such as Mithra, Horus, Jesu, Mlenze, why all these solar deities are born at midnight as the celestial virgin Virgo or Isis, Usisi, or Mary is rising in the east quadrant of the sky. All solar deities are born this way, and they are also born of a virgin.